3, 2, 1.
The Great Christmas Light Fight is on! Ho, ho, ho!
It's an interesting fact. Hey, what are you doing here? I didn't know you were listening. Why are you on this channel? Shh. You need to be quiet. There's a lot of people in the library trying to get educated on a lot of cool things. We really could use some more members, so I'm really glad you're here. I'm Brian Michael, and I'm your host for a brand new YouTube series called The Librarian, your resource for anything related to the hit reality TV series, The Great Christmas Light Fight. Come on in and fill out a membership card. Who or what is the librarian? Well, that's me, and I'm your resource for anything related to the Great Christmas Light Fight. So what might you learn on this channel? Well, let me tell you a few of the things that I think you'll find really cool. First and foremost, the reason I'm known as the librarian is I've curated and collected an extensive database of the entire history of the Great Christmas Light Fight. I put together all the information, all the facts, all the data that can help you understand what it was like to be on the show, what kind of displays were on the show, who won, when, why, how, what judge, and whether it was a light show, a traditional display, or a hybrid. We're talking videos, we're talking historical information, statistics, interviews with past contenders, future contenders, staff leaders, casting producers. Even more fun, we are your resource for very cool, fun facts, some things you probably never knew about the Christmas Light Fight. So you want to talk about fun facts? Let me throw out a couple just to tease you until we listen to a future episode. First, do any of you know what the actual working title for the Great Christmas Light Fight was? It actually was called Lights, Camera, Christmas. Not bad, not bad. But I think we can all agree the title turning out to be the Great Christmas Light Fight became iconic and is one of the best shows related to the Christmas lighting industry. Here's another interesting fun fact. Did you know that Judge Carter Oosterhouse, who's been on since season 3, is actually married to a famous actress? Her name's Amy Smart, and you might know her from a movie called Varsity Blues. However, she's got some Christmas light experience too. There's a movie called Just Friends. Check it out. I think it came out around 2005. Lots of great Christmas displays in there. She's not judging them, but hey, she's got an eye to check things out.
When the snowy roundabout, deep and crisp and even, brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was through.
Most wonderful time of the
The tickets up!
Wow, you don't see that every day.
Now, even more interesting, did you know that in 2003, Carter Oosterhouse was known as one of the sexiest men alive, according to People magazine? That's right. Now, I know a lot of families on Light Fight, especially the ladies, have complimented Carter on his looks, his wonderful hair, his dark complexion, his tall height, plus he's a construction guy in Manly. But who would have known he would have been one of the sexiest men alive?
Oh, let me say this. Sorry, John. Carter is a hunk. Okay? Hey, I'm sorry, baby.
But that's not just the only fact. On the opposite page in that same episode is Mr. Ty Pennington. Now, you might say, Ty Pennington, he has nothing to do with Light Fight. No, he doesn't. However, He was on Battle on the Beach, which features also my favorite judge, V. Tanya Nyack. How cool is that? But wait, it doesn't stop there. Executive producer Brady Cannell, the showrunner for The Great Christmas Light Fight since its inception, is also tied to a little show called Extreme Home Makeover. He did that for about 5 years and got to work with Ty Pennington. So these are just some of the fun pop culture facts, things you might learn on the Christmas Light Fight Librarian channel that you never knew. Maybe you didn't even care about. But I hope you like them. If the pop culture facts aren't your thing, how about numbers? Maybe you're a numbers person. Well, that's where this channel really, really shines. You're going to learn a lot of cool statistics. I'll share one with you now. Did you know that there have been 71 total winners on the Great Christmas Light Fight? Out of 73 episodes. Wait, you said you were a numbers person. That doesn't add up. Listen to a future episode and I'll explain why, as well as many other cool facts and information about the show. One of the myths I hear is light shows never win. And you know what? They probably don't win as much as traditional displays do. That's because there's less of them. However, they do have a 31% win rate. Don't you want to know who some of those winners are? I'll share that with you in a future episode. We got to take our time. We got to build a relationship. We got to become a member of the library. Get your membership card by following me on Facebook and follow me on YouTube. Scan the QR codes or click on the buttons that you see at the end of this video and we'll get you set. You might have heard the old saying, but wait, there's more. And there really is more on the Librarian. Not only do we get to interview a lot of great people, we get to visit them too. Future episodes of the Librarian will feature visits to actual light fight displays. You'll also get tours of those displays and some backside knowledge to see what made that show so special. Why did it get on the Great Christmas Light Fight? Have you fallen victim to all the myths that are out there on Facebook after one of these shows airs? We're here to debunk them because half of them are not true. For example, you don't have to have a big giant acreage property to be on the light fight or win the light fight. You don't have to be rich. Many of these displays started over many years of collecting. I've been collecting almost 30 years, and I found stuff at garage sales, yard sales, secondhand. They've been given to me, even taking things out of the trash. So you don't have to be rich to be on the show. Also, there is an argument that drones are Christmas lights.
Say that again.
Drones are Christmas lights.
3, 2, 1.
Now, maybe the fun facts are cool, and the interviews are awesome, and the visits to displays are incredible, but at the end of the day, you understand what it's like to be on the Great Christmas Light Fight. Well, we're going to take you through it all, soup to nuts. We'll talk about applying and casting. We'll talk about what to do if you don't make it the first time. We'll talk about onboarding and getting ready for the show, getting your display set up. We'll talk about when the crew arrives and what to expect. All the things you need to do to be television ready. However, I won't go too deep because I do want to keep the magic in the show, but make sure you're ready to be able to put on the best performance you can for you, your family, and your community. Now, we wouldn't be a library if we only talked about one subject. That's what's really cool about the Librarian. We're here about all things Christmas, so we'll cover industry events, including big mega trade shows, local mini events, local mega mini events, flow molds, wireframes, pixels, AC LED light strings, mechanical displays, DIY projects, how to repair displays. We'll cover everything you want to know about Christmas to help you get ready for the Great Christmas Light Fight. You want to hear more? Come on into my library, reach out to the card catalog, flip through it, and find a topic that interests you. So what else might qualify me to be the librarian of the Great Christmas Light Fight? Well, let me tell you, not only do I have the data and the facts and the statistics, I'm a contender. And not only am I a contender, I've had the fortunate pleasure of actually winning the coveted Light Fight trophy and being crowned the Light Fight champion. Maybe you envision Santa Claus driving a beautiful red muscle car down your street and pulling up in front of your Christmas display? Escorting the coveted light fight trophy to be delivered by Judge Carter Osterhaus or Judge Tanya Nyack? Let's learn how that can happen. I want to see it happen to you. And even if it doesn't happen to you, it's an amazing, amazing experience to be on the Great Christmas Light Fight. Now, maybe you're hesitant to be on TV. And that's okay. A lot of us are. A lot of us do not like speaking in front of people or large groups. I can certainly tell you I'm not a TV star. At least, I wasn't before. Yeah.
The really cool thing about these is there's different boys and girls and different colored hair. You can just take the heads off if you don't like the way they're organized, and you can move them around and switch them around.
This is freaking me out.
You should see when I first set it up and no heads are on it. It's a little creepy.
That's for Halloween.
If you want to learn more about my family's experience on the Great Christmas Light Fight, please check out Disney Plus, The Great Christmas Light Fight, Season 11, Episode 6. If you're liking what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button or scan the QR code and follow me on Facebook. And I couldn't be more excited to be launching this channel right now. And you might say, it's almost Memorial Day. It's the middle of summer. Who's thinking about Christmas? Well, I am for one, but I know a lot of people out there that are thinking about Christmas. And here's why. Because if you want to be on the show, believe it or not, casting for Season 14 just opened up this month. If you want to apply or nominate somebody for the show, go to lightfightcasting.com and fill it out today. It only takes about 5 minutes, and it'll get you on your path to be a future contender of the Great Christmas Light Fight. So how did I become the librarian? Let me tell you about it. First, I want to thank a fellow friend and fellow YouTuber who does Christmas all year long, Charlie Byers at Christmas on Crestline. One day we were talking about the light fight, and I had all these facts and statistics. And he goes, man, you just might be the librarian. I also want to thank J.R. Matos, a fellow light fight alumni, and also now an industry expert and vendor to the Christmas lighting industry. J.R. was on Season 8 of the Great Christmas Light Fight, and after that, while we were waiting to film for our episode, which was during the time of COVID, I found this cool little podcast called The Professional Triers. How about that name? They try professionally.
Oh, we can handle it. We're professionals.
I think we're professionals. I don't know. We try.
In any case, very entertaining show. He had guests on there that were on the light fight. He had information about the industry and lighting displays in general. And JR, you're one of the reasons I also decided I need to bring the knowledge I know forward and stack this library up. And that's where we came up with the Librarian. I'm kind of like the Barnes and Noble of the Great Christmas Light Fight. Who would have ever guessed? There's a whole lot more to talk about, and we're not going to do it in one episode, unfortunately. I can't tell you all the secrets of the library on the first episode. You're going to have to come back and check it out and learn more and more about things you don't know. Or maybe you didn't know. Or you thought you didn't want to know. But now you want to know. I hope I enticed you enough. I hope you'll come back and listen to a future episode of The Librarian. Maybe you can earn your library card and become a member. I've been a member since 2013. The library is now open for business. Stay tuned for future episodes. We'll slowly build this content up, and we'll get you educated thanks to the library. See you next time.